Good morning and good afternoon to the pumpers, the boomers, the cryptomaniac soldiers out there in the trenches of the blockchain battlefield. It's Champagne Crypto, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, here with the daily pump, the live stream, the good crypto energy. Guys, I need you molesting, caressing, whatever you do, touch the buttons right now. The like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Let the globe know that the crypto maniac savages are in the trenches, ready for crypto blood, sniping at whatever moves. Indeed, guys, touch the button. Cliff Martin is here. K Archie is here. We got platoon members waving their crypto flags side to side, ready to claim what's theirs. It looks like some green on the field out there, guys. Green on the field, green on the pastures. This crypto's looking grass-fed this week, and I like it. Freaking Crazy is here. Cliff Martin's here. K Archie's here. Litecoin will boom again. It's booming right now. Freaking Crazy. Cliff Martin says, "Pump to the Litecoin." I know Cliff is a Litecoin maniac. He's holding the bag, as I am. Letting the light shine. Let there be light. Litecoin, Litecoin, Litecoin. Looking like one of the sexier ones right now. Today we're talking about Litecoin, EOS, Bitcoin Lightning Network. Running a node now. You could do that on Android. I'm going to talk about that. And Starbucks may be accepting Bitcoin through some sort of tech that I'll be talking about as well. We'll share the article and more and more. Need that Litecoin to go to $200 again. Yeah, we need it to go to 200. We need Bitcoin to go to 20K. And we're patiently waiting out here. We may not see these all-time highs this year at 2019, but I believe that the crypto is gaining some weight, ready to hit its personal records by 2020, if you ask me. Now, Litecoin may come sooner than later, being that Litecoin is approaching their halvening, which cuts the mining rewards in half, may lower the supply, and if this demand stays the same, the price could go up. Okay, the supply of Litecoin will be less with the mining rewards and that halvening that's occurred on August. So that may impact the price. We don't know. Historically, it has. Shout out to D-Rock. Cliff Martin, how much Litecoin do you have to own to be considered a whale? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm definitely not a Litecoin whale, but that's an interesting question, and I think it could be answered by looking at a Litecoin blockchain explorer, and you could see the distribution of the wallets holding bags out there. And I remember checking that one time, not too recently, maybe over a year ago, and I noticed one thing with Litecoin, it's that it's more equitably distributed than something like Bitcoin. It seems like there's more, the Litecoin's more spread out in different wallets than Bitcoin is. Now, I haven't checked it as of late, so I may be wrong, but that's what I'm remembering out here. Shout out to Queen's Races, our crypto maniac soldier out there, a decorated 5-star general. Boom! High-ranking official out there. ASP Hero says, is Starbucks accepting crypto? Please explain. Not exactly, but they are entertaining a technology that would allow someone to pay for coffee in crypto. Stay tuned in. We're going to be talking about that article that I just came across today when it concerns to Starbucks and Bitcoin payments. As the rest of the boomers tune in, guys, this is a live broadcast, live in effect here from the crypto battle station, shaking off these soy gardeners, these soy EMPs that they throw at us. They can't stop us, and we won't stop here with the crypto kaboom. The kapump is stronger than ever out there. ASP Hero, in the future, yes, when once backed launches, says Queen's Races. Yes, it does have something to do with backed, and we'll be talking about that in just a moment. Once again, shout out to our high-ranking officials here in the population of the chat box. If you're a newbie, just a baby bear cub dancing and prancing out there, touch the buttons. What we're doing here is converting the men from mice here, the pits from poodles here, the victors from victims. Okay, which side are you on? Soy EMPs, I'm weak. Yeah, the soy gardeners are out there, RG. This nowadays, most people online are gardening soy, and the estrogen's high, and we're doing our best to raise the testosterone levels here on this side to remain strong and shake the soy off as much as possible. Queen's Racist says, Champ, I was trying to see the replay the other day, and for some reason, the PC police don't show your live chat while watching the video. I don't know what to say, Queens. You know the deal. I'm here every day firing at them, in the trenches with the best of them in the front lines. And the PC police, the soy boys out there running the tubes, they don't want us to win, but that's okay. You know the deal. You have the page bookmark, and hopefully, you can hit refresh and try again. But we're here daily. The new blood making me happy. The more interest coming back in the market, says D-Rock. There will be, and I'm seeing a few more new names here dropping into the population of the chat box. If you're a newbie, a baby bear cub, a young cadet entering the boot camp here, the blockchain battlefield boot camp, welcome. It's your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Champagne the Voice here. Make sure you touch all the buttons for me and bookmark the page. We got soy gardeners attacking us here. The PC police is attacking us, and it seems like the algorithms won't put us to the front of the search results, so you're going to have to take it upon yourself to bookmark the page. The post notifications probably won't come through, and that's what you got to do. You got to take it upon yourself to be strong and raise the testosterone levels out there. For Archie and all the other crypto chicks staying strong. CryptoZilla says, I was watching a video about how Facebook and probably YouTube throttles videos automatically based on trigger words. CryptoZilla, you know the deal, Zilla. Zilla, shout out to you, our high-ranking official out there in Japan. And I know you've been on some live streams. We've said a couple trigger words, and they've knocked us offline. The bagel boys out there. It could be somebody else, or it could just be the AI algorithm. But we're cognizant and we know what's going on, so that's what's happening. I have a question, says the Rev. If I were to build a company DApp on top of ETH or EOS, would that be beyond government laws asking for a friend? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I couldn't, really give advice as far as laws. Now, my understanding is that probably not. If it's a decentralized company, I don't know. You may want to talk to a legal team. And I would also assume that depending on your country of jurisdiction, that law could change. Okay, so you may want to look into that. And also, if you offer an ICO as opposed to maybe an airdrop, the laws could change as well. So you may want to, consult with someone that knows better than Champagne when it comes to crypto law, because I am not a lawyer. I'm not an advisor. I'm just a crypto maniac enthusiast firing at whatever moves out there in the trenches. The new blood making me happy. D-Rock, we said that. Freaking Crazy says, Jack Dorsey's heavily invested in crypto. Hope these aren't pump and dumps by huge whales. He recommended in Joe Rogan's podcast. I read some headlines there of Dorsey buying Bitcoin every week or something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen the podcast, so that's what it is. Freaking Crazy says Dorsey dumped all his Bitcoin at high. Will this be another run up by whales and dump? I don't know. And, we're still far away from an all-time high here, close to the $4,000 range. So I wouldn't be concerned. Me personally, CryptoZilla said it started off as censoring live violence, like that whack job killer, that live stream, and that he killed an old dude, just happened to be walking when he decided to do that again. Yeah, I mean, it's funny to me. I don't know how the algorithms work or not, but it seems to me like if you're not in line with the progressive leftist propaganda that's being spewed all over the world, then they're going to go ahead and shadow ban you, okay? If you're about nationalism, about the state, about maybe even if you're just a crypto anarchist, about yourself or about your own personal freedom, if you're not in line with the soy, it seems like you may get shadow banned. That's what it seems like. Now, we don't have direct evidence, but it certainly seems that way, boomers. It certainly seems that way. Litecoin has cucked all Bitcoin holders. Charlie Lee bringing the heat, says Mark D. I don't know about that. I don't know if they've, I think they dance in tandem, Mark D. That Charlie always professed Litecoin to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. So I see them as brothers, Litecoin and Bitcoin. One happy crypto family, if you ask me. I like them both out there. Queen's Racist says, are you saying news? I know Dorsey buys 10K a week, he said. There you go. I read that headline. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't heard it from the horse's mouth, but apparently he's buying 10K of Bitcoin a week. So says the headlines. Hit the buttons, Boomer. We need to get the word out. Champ is live. Strong biceps and kaboom. Thank you, D-Rock. Guys, the super chat's open if you like to show love. If you're a broke boomer, change it. Stop being a broke boomer. I don't like broke boomers in the box. But what you can do to show love is drop a positive comment. Share it on the networks. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Instagram. Okay? Share it with your little piglets on the farm. Get the puppy a little EOS coin. Get him a little Litecoin or do something. Throw it in the bucket, guys. It's interesting that crypto is going down when economies go down. Chinese economy not doing well, so maybe they getting back into crypto to hedge risk. Crypto usually, going up when the economy goes down. Exactly. It's that crypto offers an alternative to the legacy financial garbage system that has been robbing so many for so long, guys. Crypto, more bits, more kapumps and kabooms worldwide. I want everybody crip walking right now. Where's my crip walkers out there? Boom! Shout out to my crip walkers out there. That's why, you know, Ripple is with the banks, guys. It doesn't move like Bitcoin moves. It looks like some sort of Trojan horse. It smells like central banking. Guys, throw it out the box. Snipe out the bunnies. Right now, do it. Snipe out the bunnies. Boom. I always love seeing that bull in the corner. Kaboom, says Mr. Alpha. Indeed. What hardware wallets support EOS? I don't know that answer to that question, but, you know, there is not much of a difference between a hardware wallet and a paper wallet. All it's doing is securing that alphanumeric string, that code, that combination. So, I mean, you could store it on a paper. You can etch it on a stone hieroglyphic style and bury it, guys. At the end of the day, all you're doing is storing that combo. So you could store it on a piece of paper if you like. I'm not sure what hardware, whether it's the Ledger, Nano S, or the Trezor. I'm not sure. If someone can go ahead and answer Alpha's question, because that would be nice to know. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to CryptoZilla, Twitter CEO, buying 10K Bitcoin a week. Yeah, Queens just mentioned that. Rev says Exodus Wallet. Exodus Wallet is a software wallet. It's not a hardware wallet. Alpha's asking about hardware wallets. But the Exodus Wallet is a sexy software wallet, and I like it. It's easy to use, and you could do some transactions, some swap outs, some conversions within the wallet as well. So that's what it is. CryptoZilla says, but he didn't say what Twitter Corp is buying regarding Jack Dorsey and his buying of Bitcoin. So says CryptoZilla in Queens, that apparently he said that on the Rogan podcast. Okay. D-Rock says, might have to start buying Starbucks coffee if they start accepting crypto. We're going to be talking about that in just a moment. Apparently, there is a way that they're going to be offering to buy coffee with the bits out there. Let's check out today's mathematics, see how healthy things are looking there on today's coin market cap, and then we'll talk about Litecoin, EOS, and then these Lightning Network nodes, Starbucks, and more. So stay tuned in. We got information, positive news. We focus on the boomers and we remove the doomers. I don't care about hype out here as far as the next crypto scam or crypto gossip or crypto regulation. I want to focus on booms, and more kabooms. That positive energy, guys. If you're not getting stronger, if you're not putting more weight on the bar, do it right now. I need you looking like Larry Wheels, like Thor out there on the Arnold Classic, deadlifting 1,044 pounds for the world record. Indeed, if you didn't check out Thor this weekend, looking like the mountain out there. Indeed, getting excited. I like the pulling of weight out there. So if you're not pulling weight, I need you doing it now. I don't want you looking like Vitalik, okay? Like the Walking Dead out there. That's not acceptable here in the population of the chat box boomers. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Trap Talk, Queens, D-Rock, freaking crazy. CryptoZilla, the revolutionist, one of the top 8% Cardano maniacs worldwide. We got decorated crypto soldiers here in the box. If you're not booming how we're booming, please get out of our way and focus on the winners out here. Indeed. Let's check out today's math over there on Coin Market Cap. Hit refresh. I already turned off the coins. Market looking healthy today, boomers. 133 billion on the bags worldwide. 133 billion on the bags worldwide. We are gunning for a $1 trillion market cap sooner than later. May happen 2019, but I suppose it will happen before the Bitcoin halving occurs in 2020. Okay, that's what I'm gunning for. Bitcoin dominance at 51.6%. Bitcoin currently at 3909. It looks like it's a little slightly over that support line of 3800. Will it crack 4K once again? That's what we're rooting for. Ethereum, $138. Ripple is trash. Throw it in the garbage right now. EOS, 376. Litecoin pumping weight this week. Litecoin is looking sexy. It's going to be arguably the first top 10 coin that offers fungibility. Fungibility. If you don't know about fungibility, I need you doing the knowledge right now. Fungibility is the missing link here in the top 10 coins, if you ask me. Stay fungible, crypto maniac boomers. Litecoin at $55. Bitcoin Cash at $133. Binance looking like a soldier, a 300 crypto Spartan at number 8 at $13.92, almost $14. Shout out to all the Binance maniacs. We've been watching it, and it's moving like Barry Bonds, like Mark McGuire, swinging for the fences out there, guys. $13.92 on Binance. It's one of the only cryptos that's actually making revenue. They're generating revenue, while a lot of these coins out there, they're just a bunch of hype, a bunch of promises. This coin here, Binance, is actually generating revenue. Now, to keep it fair and balanced, to play devil's advocate, I don't like the fact that Binance is only traded on one exchange. That could equal some manipulation, some funny money, but I'm giving them the pass because so far they behaved well, in my personal opinion. But I got my eyes on them. I wouldn't throw the whole entire bag on Binance, but it's looking sexy. Stellar at 8 cents, Tron at 2 cents, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision at 67, Cardano at 4 cents. Cardano is at a crossroads at the end of the month and at the entire month of April. If they don't deliver something, I'm going to start sniping. Okay, Cardano, I like it. The first scientifically peer-reviewed blockchain. It may be in competition with EOS, with Tron, and Ethereum, and we're hoping the best for Cardano, but it better make a move out there. Monero, $50. IOTA, 28 cents. Dash, 83. Maker, 677. Neo, 881. Ether, 430. Ether Classic, 430, excuse me. NEM, 50. No, excuse me, 4 cents, Zcash 50, and Ontology at 90 cents. Shout out to all the maniacs out here. Litecoin, Bitcoin, EOS, the Lightning Network nodes, Starbucks, and more is what we're talking about today. Make sure you're touching the buttons. I need you to caress it, okay? Sometimes I said molested, but caress it. Just in case the PC police is out there, let's give them a bone. We're caressing today, okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to do it despacito, okay? Suavecito. And hit the buttons right now and caress them for me. Champ, if Cardano don't deliver, you can give me the sniper. I will shoot it. Yeah, they better, Rev. And you know that I've been positive and patiently waiting for Cardano because I like what the project stands for. I like Hoskinson. And, I mean, I like it. Thumbs up. Okay, I'm 2 thumbs up for Cardano. But if they don't deliver, okay, I'm not a fanboy. I got to pull out the snipers and I'll sick all the crypto maniacs on them. And that's the deal out there, Rev. D-Rock says the off-chain solution with Lightning for peer-to-peer sounds dope. Can't wait for an on-chain that works better for all transactions, says D-Rock. Indeed. Mr. Alpha says, is the Treasure update active now? Litecoin is so much faster than Bitcoin. Indeed. I'm not sure about the Treasure update. I haven't been using the Treasure as of late, so I couldn't answer that question. But Litecoin is faster than Bitcoin. And there's boomers out there that instead of sending bits to the exchanges, you could swap out in Litecoin and lower your fees and move it quicker. So if you're doing a little business over here on BNB or on Huobi or on whatever other exchange you may be dealing with, you're better off moving that value in Litecoin than Bitcoin, arguably, because of the fees, because of the time it takes. Lightning Network, Litecoin, And that's what's going on out there. Let's talk about the lights. Lights reaching a major milestone. So says cryptodaily.co.uk. I got the article linked down below, written by Adrian Barkley. Litecoin reaches major milestone. Okay, according to a new report, Litecoin has reached a new major milestone after the Lightning Network records over 1,000 channels. Okay, so if you don't know, the Lightning Network has been implemented there on Litecoin first, then they moved it over to the bits, and it seems like most of the upgrades that are done, that will be done on Bitcoin, are adopted by Litecoin first. Again, Litecoin is the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Now, here is a quote from the Merkle via this article on cryptodaily.co.uk. It is pertinent for all cryptocurrencies to keep growing and evolving at all times, says this article. For Bitcoin and Litecoin, the Lightning Network is considered to be the holy grail of scaling and instant payments right now. While it remains to be seen if that will effectively be the case, it appears things are progressing smoothly. Litecoin still has a lot of catching up to do, but that is entirely to be expected, says this article. It is possible this rise in value has led to more Lightning Network payment channels being created, although that is always difficult to confirm. The current 1,012 channels are operated between 161 participants, further confirming this is still rather a small-scale effort. That situation will keep changing constantly as cryptocurrencies are always evolving. Okay, and then furthermore, they go on to say Litecoin, for Litecoin, there's just over 7,000 in liquid funds, which is not necessarily impressive. However, a few weeks ago, the figure sat at just under 4K, a very promising increase in such a short span of time. It seems unlikely that Litecoin's Lightning Network will ever reach the same level as Bitcoin, although one never knows how things will pan out in a few months or years from now. So the Lightning Networks are growing. And my question here, and maybe someone can answer this because I don't know the answer. What incentives is there for someone to run a Lightning Network node? Do you get transaction fees or something like that? Is it similar to mining? I want to know, because today we're going to also be talking about how to run a full Bitcoin node on your Android phone. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. If someone can answer that, because let's say you run a little Lightning node there on Android phone, you never know. Maybe you can get a little bit of revenue. I don't know. I'm asking questions out here because we want to continue to boom. And that's the name of the game. Focus on the boomers and remove the doomers. I don't want to talk about doomers. I want to talk about kapumps and kabooms all day long. CryptoZilla says, update is available and can see it on Beta Wallet Trezor. He's answering your question now, Alpha. Derek McLean is in the box. Good morning and good afternoon. Mark D says, do you think Litecoin overtakes Bitcoin in 2019 or 2020? Mark D is asking, no, I don't think so, but I think it's going to be there in the top 10 always, if you ask me personally. Cliff says, Lightning Network is still baby bear cub for Litecoin. Indeed, and that's what the article said. It still has only about 7,000 of liquid funds. Mark D says Litecoin looks poised to become the palladium to Bitcoin's gold. You know, that's a possibility. You know, Litecoin's looking sexy. I've been saying this for the past few weeks, ever since they announced the intent for fungibility and the intent to perhaps adopt the Mimblewimble and privacy and confidential transactions. It seems like Litecoin has really started shining out there. D-Rock says he doesn't think Litecoin will ever be worth more than Bitcoin. It could be a top 3, but it'll have to slug it out with Bitcoin Cash for that spot, in his opinion. Indeed, it seems like Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash are somewhat in the competition for the same market share. But, you know, now that Litecoin is moving over to the privacy ends of things, it seems like it has more to offer than Bitcoin Cash, if you ask me. Mr. Alpha says Litecoin will take over 2019 and Bitcoin. In fact, Litecoin has set the foundation. When other altcoins were in red, I'd put my money into Litecoin more than in Bitcoin. I disagree. I like them both, but I still think that Litecoin will never surpass Bitcoin. And that's what the founder, Charlie Lee, also says. But that's not to say that Litecoin can't gain weight faster than Bitcoin can at this point. So, you know, I disagree, but I'm not a Litecoin hater at all. And I'm on the Litecoin and Bitcoin train. All aboard. All aboard out there. Boom! Cliff said, yeah, you could pick up a few Satoshis running a Lightning Network node, but it's more about security and strengthening the network. Okay. I'll look into that. Maybe if someone out there is running a node, they can report some of their revenue on you know, how much they've earned or whatnot. If it's easy to set up a node, even on your Android phone, you know, it's maybe something I could be interested in. So, you know, I want to know. What can Starbucks do? I'm back, says Johnson. We're about to cover that in just a moment. Stay tuned in. Mr. Alpha agreed. Bitcoin has nothing on Litecoin. Speed kills, says Mark D. So we got a couple people here like Mark D and Mr. Alpha that are more bullish on Litecoin than they are Bitcoin. That's interesting. And, you know, I understand where you guys are coming from, although I don't agree. I'm not, I understand the train of thought. It also makes sense. Joseph Joyce says, any prospect on Populous PPT? I haven't been looking into it. I have no idea. I'm not focused on that one. Let's talk about Litecoin and EOS over here. Litecoin extends the bullish legs. Can we see a bounce towards 60? Towards 60. I thought this one was talking about EOS. Maybe it was another article. Anyway, Litecoin was the market leader yesterday amid a general bull rally that saw the market add roughly $6 billion. Litecoin is poised for growth towards $60 as per technical indicator signal, says John Isage over there on fxstreet.com. You can read the article down below. So it's Litecoin has since recovered from the drop by finding a bearing at 45, and now it trades about 56. What was it at 55 when I saw it this morning? Yeah, about $56. And they're saying that it's headed towards 60. Okay, so it was a market leader yesterday, and they do a little technical analysis out here. It's poised towards growth towards 60. Besides, bullish momentum continues to build above the established short-term support at 55. If the trend reverses, bears clear this level, the other support will be about 53 or 52. And then the next one at 50. But this article seems like things could go to 60. Says the article. It's linked down below if you want to go ahead and read it in its entirety. Let's get to this Starbucks, Bitcoin payments, and EY launches crypto calculator. This is on cryptodaily.co.uk. It's also linked down below, written by Mark Nezvisky, if I'm not mispronouncing that. This says it's only Wednesday, but there's plenty of news to look through in the crypto space. Specifically, yesterday, 2 news stories caught our eye, says this article. One on Starbucks and how they could be soon accepting Bitcoin, and the other, the faults of the EY cryptocurrency tax calculator. I'm not going to be talking about this tax calculator. I don't care about the taxes. I'm not a tax man. Forget about it. That's not focusing on boom. That's doom. Okay, taxation is theft. Anyway, holy guacamole, it's Bitcoin, says this article. Just imagine you're walking to work and pass a local Starbucks and decide you want a coffee to keep you going in the morning. Instead of paying with cash or card, you could decide to buy your morning coffee with Bitcoin. Being able to buy your coffee with Bitcoin is but a crypto enthusiast's dream. If you could do such a thing, the mainstream adoption of crypto would be immense, says the article. There are more than 14,000 Starbucks locations across the U.S., and there are around 30,000 locations for coffee around the world. So if a company this size adopted Bitcoin, it will see a lot of crypto community with a lot of smiles. So let's get to the bottom line here. It's just a bunch of fluff here in this article. The article wasn't related. Starbucks equity deal with the upcoming backed crypto payments platform could allow for Bitcoin payments for Starbucks coffee. Okay, so this is a quote from a spokesperson for Starbucks. Okay, here's a quote from the spokesperson for Starbucks. He says, our role as the flagship retailer for Bakkt is to consult and develop application for customers to convert their digital assets into US dollars, which can then be used in our stores. We anticipate that a range of cryptos will gain tractions with customers, and through our work with Bakkt, we will be uniquely positioned to constantly consider and offer customers new and unique ways to pay seamlessly at Starbucks. As we continue to move forward with this work, we anticipate we'll have more to share in the coming months. Now, Starbucks is a partner with Bakkt. Bakkt is owned by ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange that owns NASDAQ. This is going to be a crypto exchange, and they're having partners in the form of Starbucks and others, and somehow this exchange is going to offer ways to swap out the crypto for USD, thus allowing customers to possibly purchase coffee directly there in Starbucks with Bitcoin through their backed network. This is not implemented yet, but they're already talking about it. Okay, it's linked down below. And I'm not going to read it its entirety, but Starbucks is partnering with Bakkt, and because of that, and through that Bakkt technology or whatnot, they can convert the digital assets into US dollars, which then can be used in the Starbucks store. You could read this in its entirety at cryptodaily.co.uk. Okay, we know that Bakkt is supposedly coming online sooner than later. They've made some promises, but they've delayed the unveiling of the platform, but it should be a big deal. A lot of people think it's going to be a big deal, and they think it's going to add more pump to the crypto sphere. If you ask me, I think the bigger deal is these smartphones and these smart devices that are coming issued with crypto wallets right in the box. Things like the S10, like the HTC phone, and others partnering with crypto. I think that could do more for adoption than the Bakkt and the Intercontinental Exchange can. But you mix them both together, and there may be an exponential strength and power for all of crypto. So that's positive news. Han says 5x from here would be 250. That's my target price for profit taking. Okay. Johnson says Litecoin can't sustain without Bitcoin. No FUD. You know, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't think that they're in competition. And Charlie Lee certainly doesn't believe so either. Joseph says, is it ever possible for Litecoin to overtake Bitcoin? Again, that was never the intent. Litecoin's like silver, Bitcoin's like gold. So I don't think so, although Alpha and others like Mark D think so. Wait, I want to see that tax calculator. I'm not into taxes. That's not what Champagne's talking about. That's not booming. So the link is down below if you want to see it. Litecoin can be bought with fiat, so it can sustain without Bitcoin if the world wanted Litecoin instead. That's a good point. Mark D says taxation is theft. Indeed it is, because if you don't pay it, they'll come and lock you up with violence. Sensation PUA, Litecoin has led two of the last run-ups, then Bitcoin followed. The manipulators can't deny the boom before the halving in August, and this will most likely help Bitcoin boom too. That sounds reasonable. I think I agree with you, Sensation. Hefe is here. He says, what's good, my boy Champ? Shout out to Hefe. Welcome back to the box out there. D-Rock says, I don't see crypto leaving the Bitcoin standard unless something catastrophic happens to Bitcoin. Once a crypto is adopted as the world currency, we will see what happens. That's reasonable as well. I think so far Bitcoin will be the standard, but you know, I understand what Alpha and Mark D are saying. It's Litecoin. You know, if Litecoin can be the true fungible coin and have complete private transactions, then it could offer a lot more than Bitcoin does. So you know, that's what it is. Shout out to Rafterman. He just dropped $1 in the bucket. Guys, the super chat's open. This is for Baby Champagne's formula fund. We've moved them over from formula now to regular whole milk. And, you know, we're giving them the good organic Jersey cow milk with the A2 protein so that the boomer remains strong. So if you want to go ahead and drop some ducats here in the bucket for the young champ, go ahead and do so. It's open, and that's what's going on. Still depends on Litecoin's popularity than Bitcoin has as of now. Who knows, though? It could take time, says Johnson. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's about the popularity, the adoption. I still think that, you know, saying that Litecoin is going to surpass Bitcoin, I don't think so. But, you know, it still has room to grow. Derek McLean, I won't read that comment. You could keep that to yourself. Rafterman says, I love Bitcoin and Litecoin. So do I, Rafterman. So do I. They look like strong coins out there. They look like strong coins out there. Indeed, if you're just tuning in, we've talked about Litecoin, EOS, Bitcoin, Lightning Network node, Starbucks, and more. No, we didn't talk about this, running a Lightning Network node. This is also linked down below. beincrypto.com. Run a full Bitcoin node on an Android device. Okay, so you can run a whole node now on an Android device, and this is being reported there on beincrypto.com. Okay, Bitcoin enthusiasts rejoice. Now anyone can run a full node on their Android devices. One of the core proposition of Bitcoin is its decentralized nature. In order to succeed in its quest to become a global store of value and viable form of non-sovereign currency, the network has to provably remain decentralized and autonomous. So there's a way to run a node directly there on an Android. Now my question is if This will allow you to earn Satoshis, to earn revenue for hosting the node and collecting transaction fees. Someone said that, yes, you can earn some Satoshis. Will you be able to earn Satoshis by running this node on an Android device? Okay. For those that don't know what ABC Core is, says Samson Mo over there on Twitter, it's a weekend project from Larry Bitcoin that lets you run a Bitcoin full node on your Android device. Yes, a full node. Okay, a full node. So read more about it. You know, it tells you what a full node is, a piece of software that validates transactions and blocks on the Bitcoin network. An operator of a full node is an active participant in the network's activity and contributes to the network's security. Most full nodes relate their transactions to the network and notify them when a transaction affects their wallet. Okay, so that's what's going on, and there's more adoption. Someone said that they're running a node out there. I don't know if it was Cliff Martin or someone else, but if you're running a Lightning Network node or a node on your device, let me know how it's going for you. If you've made any revenue, I'm interested in this. I'm interested. Kaboom to Queen's Races. He dropped $2 in the bucket. Whoever made money from Litecoin, share it with the champ. Shout out to Queen's Races. I appreciate you. Queen's our most gratuitous cryptomaniac boomer. I know he's looking like a 300 crypto Spartan out there, staying strong in the trenches. He's got $2 on it. Thank you so much. All I can say is thank you. I really appreciate you, Queens, because you drop it in the bucket every single day. Guys, follow the leader here, Queens and Rafterman. Follow them both. Drop some ducats here in the buckets for the whole milk, for baby champ, and the little champette that's coming soon. We're going to have to put her on something as well. Shout out to Queens, Rafterman, and the rest of the pumpers out there. Meant to tell you, champ, says Hefe. I was in the DR and seen a Bitcoin rent-a-car service. Fully accepts Bitcoin and Litecoin for their car rentals. There you go. That's nice. In Dominican Republic, they have a Bitcoin rent-a-car service, accepting Bitcoin and Litecoin for their car rentals. You know one thing they're not accepting, Hefe? Ripple. Garbage out there looking like this baby bear cub dancing and prancing, sniping out the box. Guys, nobody uses Ripple. Nobody uses Ripple. It's trash out there. Please throw it in the toilet, in my personal opinion. 23 crypto maniacs here in the box, 36 minutes on the stream. We have decorated 5-star generals here in the trenches. Guys, become a member of the team. Be the first coin that knocks Ether out the box, if any. And right now, it has more dApps. It's hosting more dApps than the Ethereum blockchain, if my understanding. A lot of those dApps that were hosted on Ether, they moved on over to EOS. EOS looking sexy. Alpha was asking if a hardware wallet supports EOS. I don't know. I think maybe the Trezor. I'm not sure. Someone may want to answer that question. But you know, don't be scared of paper wallets out there, guys. At the end of the day, you don't need an actual physical device. You can write it down and store it, make a couple copies, throw it under, bury it, or I don't know, put it in your great grandma's house. I don't know, guys. You know, put it in your shoebox. Do something. Shout out to John Queens Johnson and the rest of the pumpers out there. Champagne just came back from the gym this morning. Try to top my deadlift PR, but I just met it. Wasn't able to increase in weight today on the deadlifts, but I'm still feeling good. I'm trying to attack the 4-plate deadlift for 5. I'm still there. I'm a little over 3 plates. Still not at the 4 plates out there, guys, but it's one of my goals. And the little overhead press, light on the squats. Today's light on the squats. If you want to follow my journey, check out our Friday live streams where we talk about crypto, diet, exercise. Sometimes we talk about conspiracy theories. Lately, Derek has been asking about the good word, the faith out there. So that's what's going on, boomers. Champagne's faith is stronger than ever. I'm rolling around, listening to the good word in the car. I'm not listening to any hip hop lately. It's garbage out there. It's a bunch of sodomites lately in the hip hop game. That's what's going on out there. Why don't I like Ripple? Because it's trash, Javier. It's trash bags. It smells like central banking, and it looks like a Trojan horse. I want nothing to do with it. You can't even mine Ripple. Most of the bag holders are banks, and In my opinion, it's just a Trojan horse there. Nobody uses Ripple. Ask whoever was in the DR. Was it Jefe? Well, who was in the DR? I know I just read that comment of a gentleman that was in Dominican Republic and they rented a car and they only accept Bitcoin and Litecoin. They don't accept Ripple, guys. It's garbage. No one uses Ripple. It's just being pumped by the banks. I like the God Faith Talk, says Derek McLean. There you go. I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, there's something in you that wants to move a little bit towards the faith out there, Derek, but you're trying to lead with your intellect instead of your heart. But, you know, hopefully that'll change. Maybe those seeds will be sowed. Come on, champ. Hip hop is the best. It is, Derek. I love hip hop. And, you know, there's some great hip hop artists, but you got to agree, Derek, a lot of these new hip hoppers out there, they're not even hip hoppers. They're just rappers that, you know, they got pink hair, the tightest of jeans, and they're a bunch of sodomites out there, Derek. You got to know the deal. Derek says, you said you liked Tupac before, right? Nah, I never said I like Tupac, but I do. You know, I like Tupac, and, you know, it's been a while since, you know, I listened to some Pac, but, you know, I like it. Mo C says Ripple's a decentralized piece of shit. I got to show that comment because you just triggered YouTube's algorithm. Apparently, they don't like that word, Mo C. Yeah, shout out to Mo, Derek, Xavier out there. LOL, you're talking about Little Pump. I don't even know who Little Pump is, Derek. I've heard a name, Little Pump. Everybody's little. You know, what's going on? Why everybody wants to be little and young? How about some grown men? You know, whatever happened to big out there? The new generation's a bunch of soy boys. They dress funny bunny. Let me tell you something, guys. They swapped it out from alpha maleness, and then somewhere around the Obama age is where they threw Drake at you, the most soy out there. It's a bunch of soy. And I'll tell you, I mean, in his defense, Drake has hits, okay? But, you know, he ain't the truth out there, guys, you know? He's half bagel, guys. Litecoin was up 10% earlier today, says Mo. So, yeah, we've been talking about it this entire stream. Litecoin's looking sexy, Mo. It's looking sexy out there. And with their promise of fungibility, okay? Fungibility is a word that we need to tune into, okay? These top 10 coins are not fungible. So if Litecoin can provide that fungibility, it'll be a big deal. Derek is asking, champ, do you like Cardi B? Yeah, I like Cardi B. You know, she's okay, you know, but, you know, she's not professing enlightenment for the community. You know, she's not uplifting anybody, you know. At the end of the day, she's also being used for the powers that be. I like her. I don't think she's a bad person, but she's not uplifting spirits. Drake's the best God's plan champ. He rats about God. It's garbage out there. It's God's plan. Yeah, it is God's plan, but he's using the Lord's name in vain. He's not professing Christianity out there, Derek. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to hear it. It's garbage. Drake's a soy boy, if you ask me. Now, at the same time, I got to say he's got hits, and I like some of his music, just to be fair and balanced out there. John says, with a future one world government coming soon, what makes you think anything will be truly centralized? Won't be able to buy or sell without the mark, says John. Now, listen, they've been trying to do a one world government since I don't know when, but I don't believe it's going to happen. I think they're going to fall short out there, John. Impatient Potato says, Cardi B sucks. Queen's Racist says, Drake sold his soul a long time ago, Derek. Yeah, Drake's garbage, guys. Drake is God is Satan, not the God of the Bible, says Nano Joe. Indeed. You know, it's false prophets too. You know, they throw a little, you know, word God in there, and you think, oh, he's doing it for, you know, it's false prophets out there, guys. Drake calls himself the sixth God, and you know, what's the number 6 have to do with there, Derek? Impatient Potato says he's a Zionist. Indeed. I listen to a lot of reggae. I'm not Rastafarian, but I can relate to the ethos and the movement, says D-Rock. Yeah, I like the positivity with the Rastas. Most of it is very positive about love and stuff, and you know, I like the Rasta movement. Indeed. Now listen, at the same time, Derek, I'm not acting like I haven't cruised out and I bumped some Drake out there. I'm not acting like I haven't. Okay, but I got to call it for what it is. And you also got to notice that he slid in right when the Obama era came in and they started really pumping the soy and all this funny bunny out there. And all of a sudden, he became the one that was, you know, the head man in charge. But, you know, I don't know if he's the truth. He's not even from America. Throw him out the box. And that's not to take any shots from people that are not from the USA, but, you know, the greatest rappers, you know, they started in the US. That's what it is. Everybody's just following the leaders. Queen's Racist says if they don't profess the name of Jesus, then they're bagel boys. That makes sense. I can imagine Champ and Baby Champ pumping God's plan. Now, I'm not bumping that for the Baby Champ. The Baby Champ's listening to Bach. Bach is real music that he tries to interpret the way the Lord's sound would, you know, how it could be. Tune into Bach. Bach, a lot of the church music was composed by Bach. Bach is the truth out there, guys. I'm not bumping any garbage for the Champ out there. Rafterman said, even if they get their one world order, we all know Christ already won. Indeed, Rafterman, shout out to you. God bless. Indeed. We need a little more faith worldwide. Guys, we've talked about Litecoin, about EOS, about Bitcoin Lightning Network, running a node on your Android, about Starbucks possibly accepting crypto via the backed cryptocurrency exchange that they're partnering with. I have all the sexy articles linked down below if you want to read them in their entirety. You know, Champ not reading all the articles. You know, I point you towards the direction, and you guys got to do the knowledge on your own. Shout out to Derek, Rafterman, Mo C, Queens, Impatient Potatoes, D-Rock, Nano, Joe, John, and the rest of the pumpers out there worldwide. I'll take a few more comments and questions relating to crypto, and then I'll land this plane, tune it down, enjoy the rest of my day. I'm basically on a fast, although I had a little yogurt before the gym today, so I'm not completely fasted. Had a little yogurt and coffee, but I haven't ate breakfast, and I'm gonna do so right after that. After this broadcast, you know, I'll get the eggs in. I don't have the steak today, so I'll do some bacon, eggs and bacon, all protein out there. Stay strong out there. You should be eating 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh if you want to put some muscles on there. Medi says, what up, Champ? How you been doing? I follow you since 2017, bro. Well, welcome back, Medi. Let me drop a little bomb for you. Medi is the name of the gentleman that created the Strong Lifts program. I don't know if you have anything to do with him, but shout out to you. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Crypto's Finest here. Always with the positive energy worldwide. Medi says it's not him. It's all good, Medi. Welcome back to the box. I'm tuning down this broadcast. We've been on almost for an hour now, and the energy's right. So, you know, I like to end it there. Goal is to bench 405, be looking like Paul Orndorff. I don't know who Paul Orndorff is. I got to check that out. But that's a good goal. 405. That sounds like 4 plates out there, Mark D. That sounds like 4 plates. So if you're getting close to there, you're more on the advanced level. You may want to check your strength and compare it to others on symmetricstrength.com there, Mark D. You put in your top lifts, bench press, squat, deadlift, and it'll give you a nice graph comparing yourself to others in your weight and age range. But if you're trying to bench 405, my assumption is that you're already benching 3 plates. So you're in an advanced level already. Champ, if it's the end times, everybody has to take the mark of the beast. What coin do you think it'll be? It has to be in the top 10. You know, it could be Ripple. I mean, it very well could even be Bitcoin. I don't know. I've heard some crazy stories with the bits as well. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. That's why I've been gunning for these private transactions as well. But I'm not concerned out there about the mark or not the mark out there, Queens, because I know the big man's caught our backs, and you know, we have our faith, so it doesn't matter if the beast comes out. We have a stronger army. D-Rock says, I want my squat 405 with no form breaks. Yeah, that would probably be my next goal. I'm just trying to do 3 plates on the squat for 5, and I'm basically almost there. You know, I'm just slowly progressing to that weight. I don't want to go too fast and get injured. You know, I'm doing the mad cow. It takes you, you increase about 5. Maybe if you're feeling like a maniac, 10 pounds a week, but it's more like 5 pounds a week. Mark D says, weighing 190, if you can bench more than twice your body weight, you're doing all right. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Yeah, if you could bench 2 times your body weight, you're doing okay. Absolutely. I would say, you start off with a goal. Your first goal should be bench your body weight, which is basically, it's not that hard, and then do 1.5 times your body weight, and then try to go to 2 times your body weight. And we could talk more about that on Friday. I'm thinking of moving the self-improvement chats to Wednesday, possibly, although we're not going to do that this week. I know my Fridays are getting a little complicated, and it seems like I may have more time on Wednesdays to do the self-improvement check. So I may move them from Friday over to Wednesday, and we could do those opens discussions. We're not going to do it today, but maybe next week or whatnot, Very few bench twice their body weight. Yeah, very few bench even squat twice their body weight, Mark. So yeah, if you're going towards twice your body weight, shout out to you indeed. John says Paul is a former pro wrestler. Great look. Yeah, Paul Orndorff. Okay. I don't know. Champ doesn't act like he knows things when he doesn't. So, if you ask me a question and you mention something I don't know, I'm going to tell you guys I don't know. I don't know who Paul is. But John Xavier here is informing me that he's a former pro wrestler. So I'm going to have to check him out. And there he is. Okay, let's look at him. He's an old guy. He's looking diesel. Paul Orndorff. There he is. Old pro wrestler. Yeah, he's looking diesel. He even got a little figurine of him. Derek says Planet Fitness is a good stock to buy, I think. I have no idea. I haven't been looking at those stocks there, Derek. I'm not even sure if they're publicly traded. I have no idea. But BNB is looking good, says Rev, indeed. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and land this plane. Enjoy the rest of my day. Get those steak and eggs in. Although I don't have steak today, I'm going to do bacon and eggs today. At least 3 eggs, maybe 4 eggs. I've seen people, these bigger guys that you're eating 6 eggs. And drinking some as well. So, eggs is a cheap way to get protein in and get some good micronutrients as well in the form of the yolk. Don't believe this cholesterol meme, guys. Cholesterol is needed for your brain out there. I don't believe in this high cholesterol meme. It's garbage. Yeah, champ, those injuries are what happens to me when I plate chase. I have to do half rep, high volume to keep heavy weight on my shoulders. Full reps, heavy weight long term is a killer for my hips. Yeah, you gotta go there in increments. You just can't try to slap too much weight because you got to condition your joints and your hips or whatnot. So, doing something like the strong lift for the Mad Cow, you start off with a light weight and you do increments and you progress there little by little. Derek says, peace out, champ. Enjoy your day. You too, Derek. Yeah, guys, I'm landing this plane. I'm out of here. It's been a great one. And we'll tune in back in tomorrow with the Good Crypto Word. Bookmark the page. You guys know the deal. Touch the buttons. And Friday, we'll do a self-improvement open discussion, crypto diet and exercise. And then I'll probably move those daily Friday streams, the second stream, to Wednesday, depending on how the schedule goes. The schedule's getting a little wild this week, especially. It was a little off on the times, but it doesn't matter. We step to the plate and we swing for the fences every single day. You know the deal. Discipline's more important than motivation. On that note, I'm out. It's your favorite YouTuber, Champagne, the voice of the blockchain here, crypto's finest. Everybody have an excellent day, and if you haven't hit the gym, do it now. Stay tuned into the Good Crypto Word. I'll be back tomorrow. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.